Alright guys, I got another video for you. Today we're going to be working on a health bar. So our asteroids have health and maybe we want to see how much health they have left. So we're going to create a health bar that looks like this. And it's going to show how much health remaining the asteroid has. So if the asteroid's maximum health would be 100 and it has 65 left, it would show something like that. And I know that's kind of small, but it's okay. In this health bar, we're going to make a higher health for like green. So like if it has more health, it'll be green. If it has a mid-range health, it'll be yellow. And then if it is in the danger zone or if it has low health, it'll be red health. Okay, so this is what we're trying to shoot for right here. This is what we're going to make, something of that nature. And here are some other examples of what health bars look like. So you have the standard like regular old health bar where it's just square and it's red or green or whatever color. And then as it loses some health, it can like even show like a chunk of health getting knocked off if you hit something. Or you can go with like the Legend of Zelda type or maybe Minecraft type of health like that. Um, and then there's all different types of health bars that you can have. Diablo used a globe type health bar, so it's like a bubble that's filled with a liquid, like red or blue liquid to represent the character's health or magic power left over, or purple. And then also there's stamina bars and all kinds of stuff. So these type of bars are used to track all kinds of stuff in video games. So we're gonna create one of those today. So let's start out by creating our asset first, and this is going to be a really short and quick creation here. So go ahead and start a new pixel art drawing. You're going to need to go to pixel art, and the size of this is going to be 100 by 16. So really short but long. So kind of like a long health bar, obviously. Okay, so our health bar is going to have three different pictures. The first picture being the back of the health bar. So whenever you're missing health, you have this little background that shows, hey, this is how much space is missing. If they had full health, the bar would be filled all the way up to the top. So the first thing we need to make is that background part. All right, so for our background part, I'm just going to pick a really dark gray. So I'm going to select over here, and I'm going to select a really dark gray like this, select color, and I will use the bucket and dump and fill it in. Now I know you can't see that very well because it's almost the same color as the background of pixel art, but it's there. You have to trust me. Okay, next we're going to add another frame. So I'm going down here at the bottom and I'm going to say copy, or no, I'm going to say add a frame so it's empty. All right, on this frame, the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to make the outside bar area. So like the different designs, like this one has a heart in it. This one's kind of shaped differently. This one has like a jagged edge in it. You could make different ones, like that one's got a cool little outside part. We're just going to make the simplest possible one while we're learning. So we're going to start off with a square. Like I said, this is just going to be a simple one. So I'm filling up just the outside edge, 1 pixel all the way around, and the inside is empty. So like that. Okay, there's our second picture, and we need one more. So copy this, and notice everything's empty. I'm just going to use the paint bucket and I'm going to fill the inside with white. So you could select the white and dump it in there. So now I have 3 drawings. I have the dark one. I have a border for the outside. Looks like a window frame, just 1 pixel on the outside edge. And then a fully white drawing, fully white one. The reason why I'm choosing white is because white will allow us to use Godot to change the color of the bar on the inside. So if I want it to be red, I can have Godot change that color to red or green or whatever color I feel like using. If you don't use white, like you use a darker color, it will limit the number of choices that you can have. So, okay, so we've got our three pictures. You're going to want to download these. So I'm going to say download all frames. So it downloads all three of them. And then I'm going to go to my downloads folder. And we're going to name each one of them. The one that is just a frame, that's going to be called the over. So this is the frame. Now you see it's just the outside frame. I'm going to rename this one and call it the over. This is the top side, the part that's over everything. The next one, ooh, I already had one in here called over. Where is it at? Ah, right there. I'll just delete these three. Oh, silly goose. Delete. Okay, so the first one is called the over, and it looks like the picture frame. The next one is the gray one. That one's the under. That's the back side. So I'm going to call this under. And then the top one is called the middle one, which is the white bar. The middle one is called the progress. All right, so you should have three: over, under, and progress. Progress is the fully white one. The under is the fully gray one. And then the frame is the over one. All right, so I have these three pictures. I'm going to copy all three of these pictures, and then I'll put them into the sprites folder in my game. All right, so let's go over here. This is my online series. I don't have a sprites folder yet, so I might as well make a sprites folder. Sprites, I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, or you probably haven't noticed, but I made an online folder because it was getting too complicated to sort all those. So okay, so sprites, and I'm going to put this in a folder called health bar. Alright, so health bar, and inside of my health bar folder I'm going to put those pictures I just made. Paste 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let's create a new scene. This is the one I've already made. We're going to make a new one for you guys online. Alright, so what I want to do is a new user interface. And I'm going to rename this interface. It's going to be called health_bar. Health bar. Do I have a scenes folder over here? Sprite scripts, scenes. Yes, I do. Health bar. I'm going to have to make health bar 2, I guess. We'll call this health bar 2. Okay, so for my health bar, I need to save this scene, so Control S. I'll save this in my scenes folder, health bar 2, save. Now let's go ahead and add the actual health bar, the part that takes those things that we were working on. So I'm going to do the plus sign. I'm looking for one that's called a texture progress. This is, if you read the description, it says a texture-based progress bar useful for loading screens and life or stamina bars. So that's exactly what we need. Over here on the right hand side, when I pull this out, you'll see that it's got some options here, and one of those options is texture. And if you read that right there, it says under, over, and progress. I wonder where we're going to put those pictures. All right, let's go ahead and find our health bar pictures. Over is going to go into over. Under is going to go into under. And progress is going to get dropped into the progress one. Now you'll notice whenever I put in under and over, something happened. There was like a black bar, and then there was also the gray background. So like if you see, if I clear that one, you'll see the frame, and then when I put the under in, it appears. But when I put the progress bar in there, it did not fill up. There's no white background. What's going on with that one? Well, if you'll scroll down, you'll see minimum, maximum. So the minimum value is 0. the maximum value is 100, and then it has step, page, and then value. Our value is set to 0, so let's change that value to 5. There we go. There's a little bit of progress bar. What if I change it to 50? What if I change it to 85? You'll see that as you type in there, it changes the current progress of that bar to match what the value is. Now, if you try to put it higher than 100, it'll just cap out at 100 because that's your maximum value. And if you try to go below, it's going to cap out at 0 as well. So your minimum and maximums are obviously the top and bottom part. There are a whole bunch of options over here. Like you can have it go from left to right, right to left, top to bottom, clockwise, yada yada, all kinds of stuff. So a really cool, neat looking deal. Ooh, it looks like you can even do the 9 patch that I remember doing a video on that. Those are really cool. Okay, all right, so we've got that set. Let's set it at 50 just so we can see it, the bar. And right below the textures, you'll see tint. And then you have under, over, and progress. Let's mess with the progress tint. If you pull that around, you'll notice that you can change the color of the bar. Since it's white, you can actually change the color of it. But if it wasn't white, you wouldn't be able to get access to all of these colors. And I can prove that to you here in just a second. But you can see that I can select whatever color I want. Now let's see if I tried to do the same thing. What if I tried to do that to the under part, which is gray, or even the over part, which is the outside border? Let's try under. See, I can't get all of the colors. I can only make it darker. I can hardly even get any extra colors. That's because the color of it is already dark and it doesn't have access to all the colors like I was telling you. So that's why we used white. All right, so now we've got, we can change the color with tint, and we can change the value of the bar with the value. If I hover my mouse over the top of this, it says the property says value. So if I want to change that, I would change the value. Let's come over here and we'll add a, actually, you know what? I'm going to stop right there on this video. You guys got a good idea of what's going on here, and I'll make another video starting the actual programming side of this. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video.